All right, well, unfortunately, we had some issues with the internet, and we're not going to be able to do roulettes today, but thank you all for hanging out with me. I love you. Let's do this fashion check really quick, and then we're going to move on to MSQ. That's what's going to happen. If you're still here hanging out with me, I super duper appreciate you. Like I always say, whenever we're having issues, it's the real ones who stick around. I love the buttons on this. I think we've seen the buttons on this, but the black and the pink is really standing out. So maybe it wasn't black and pink. We've seen this top maybe on someone else. I also really love this hair. It reminds me of like Chibiusa. Oh man, I saw a video of Plastic Tiara saying Usagi instead of Usagi, and people got big mad. Like big mad. Yeah, the patterning on this outfit is super nice. I like that it looks like two different textures on the top. You've got the one that looks like kind of scaling rubber, and yeah, it all kind of, it does seem like armor-ish. That's really nice. It's really nice armor. Very cool. Very cool. And the shoes are nice too. Let's look at the shoes. I would wear shoes like this, strappies. That when I was a kid, I was so obsessed with that Greek aesthetic of like wearing cloth draped over your body and having lace up sandals. Like I loved it so much. Stop it, Tris. Don't be a Usagi gatekeeper. That's how I've always said it. I've always said it, Usagi. I can't help it, okay? Same? Okay, good. Oh, man. Love this mount. This is actually a mount that I have. This is one that I can get down with. Let's see if I can actually find where my mounts are. Yeah. Rah, rah, rah. I do love that these are scaled too, because when someone brings out, like, this looks all big and imposing, and then all of a sudden a normal sized person brings out their mount, and the next thing you know, you're like, oh, it's actually very small. It's actually a very small shark. I don't know a lot of mounts that don't scale. You know, I guess the ones that have multiple riding things wouldn't scale. See, same outfit but different color. Ah, that must be what I've seen. Yes. Okay. Aha. I see. You're very good at glamours. Very good at glamours. I'm like, I think I've seen this top, but it looked different. I guess now we know why. All right, here we go. Let's go back to the Ondo Cups. I'm gonna return back to the Crystarium. And then I'm gonna scream into a pillow again later. No, really, like, oh gosh, come on, stream. If it does happen again, just in case it was to happen again, here's what the emergency protocol is I'm going to upload the MSQ that we've got onto the YouTube, finish what I'm doing, and then upload that onto YouTube. I'm just going to keep editing that video that I'm releasing on the first play of Bookwalker, which is, it's going really well. The editing is really fun. It's a fun process. I got to give a sneak preview to some people yesterday. I'm not sure if they watched it, but there's interstitials of like movie quotes here and there that I really like doing. Like mentioning that the bathroom is locked and then cutting to Kindergarten Cop when Arnold Schwarzenegger yells, "There is no bathroom." To me, that's just funny. I think it's the kind of like lightheartedness that a lot of game reviews might not have these days. So I'm looking forward to bringing like the movie review aesthetic into game world. And I tried looking up if any YouTuber has ever done anything called like a first play of video games, which is like what I'm calling my thing, a first play. It doesn't look like anyone's ever called anything a first play. There's a channel called First Play, but they don't do first plays. In any case, these are relics of your kind, yes? They're leavings of a ship that sailed the sea long ago. They lie as they fell untouched by any Ondo, or most have little interest in the affairs of the Finless. I, however, do. Ever since I was saved by one of yours, after being washed ashore, weary and near death, such kindness is rare and a wonderful thing, and I would know more of the people who showed it to me. And so I ask you, Jocktal, to teach me of your ways. These objects, for example, what purpose do they serve? How are they used? All right, so there's debris. We're inspecting them to give him a better look. Okay, so this little mermaid wants to better understand part of my world. So we're going to... Among the debris you spy what appears to be a rotting ship's wheel. It was carved from the wood of many of your trees. What purpose does this peculiar contraption serve? It's used to steer a ship at sea. Fashion, you wear it on your... It's used to steer ships. The vessels of your kind uses to traverse our waters. Then, without a wheel, it is at the mercy of the wind and the currents. I see. Enjoy your food, buddy. Among the debris you spy what appears to be the remnants of several shattered bottles of wine. Such fragile containers they were. I suspect they were once contained something of great value. Can you tell me their purpose? They were used to store intoxicating spirits. I love that the idea you can bludgeon and then stab with them is an option to tell them. That's horrible. Fragrant liquids which cloud the mind. I heard of these before. Do the Finless ones so delight in dulling their wits? Yes. Yeah. Uh-huh. What? Why danger music? Thank you so much. In our short time, you've already taught me so much. A pity none of these pearls of wisdom serve my needs. What do you mean? What do you mean? What are you thinking, wandering off on your own with this Finless one? This is no time for you to fiddle with their leavings. The clutch mother is in terrible distress. Hey, Neresis, what's going on? All right, let me get you on that wheel. There's 2 wheels today. Must be present to win. There's 2 wheels. One of them is going to be a $250, 250 gil. I almost said dollar. Holy shit. Don't hold me to that. 250 gil giveaway. And the other one is your daily entry to the thing. So I've got you entered on both. Let me actually put that in my stream info. Especially a good day to do it now that we've had some internet issues and a little bit of difficulties. It's good to reward the people who stuck around. You know what I mean? So that's what we're going to be doing a little bit later. Now, Roche, what are you thinking wandering off on your own with this Finless one? This is no time to fiddle with their leavings. The clutch mother's in terrible distress. No, you do not understand. I brought him here to... Pray, forgive this child his impudence. I am Zerosh Un, and on behalf of the Clutch Mother, I come to entreat your assistance. Say more. It seems you do not realize that in driving back the waters of the Tempest, you've placed our beloved Clutch Mother, the leader of the Ondo, in mortal peril. I absolutely hate that an unavoidable part of the MSQ is destroying the ecosystem of these poor people. She's pregnant. Here in the depths, she will give birth to many, many eggs. We male Ondo take them into our care and raise them as our own. But absent of the flowing waters, will she not be, we know not if she'll be able to deliver them safely. If not, the future of our people will be in jeopardy. This is horrible. The flood of light claimed many Ondo lives. Though we have rebuilt our numbers somewhat in the decades since, it would be devastating to lose an entire generation, or worse, the Clutch Mother herself. She wishes to speak with you directly that we might together find solutions to this dilemma. Will you return with me to the Ondo Cups? I mean, only until I get my ether current. Narosh, come. I will not let you trouble our guests or the Clutch Mother further. Everything I've done for her. Everything I've done for her. Okay. Yeah, yeah, I'm so down to help. I'm gonna help you so much. Until I get my ether current. And then you're kind of on your own for now. Until I feel like 100%ing this character. That's just the way it is. I love Nami's mount. Look at that beautiful moon. And down we go. Off she goes. Hey, look, it's a bisexual gemstone trader. The gemstones are bisexual, not the trader. Although, you know what? I don't know. I don't know the trader's life. It could be. Beyond this gate lies the Clutch Mother. Approach and hearken to her words. Oh, there's a lot of nodding. Honored guest, I, Clutch Mother of the Ondo, do bid you welcome to our realm. She's just shouting at me through the gate, just like my mom. Just like my mom. You will forgive me for receiving you this fashion. For the safety and well-being of my children unborn, I must remain within, away from the dangers without. As you know, under normal circumstances, this place would be filled with blessed water, for which I would draw strength and support for these eggs into this world, to bring these eggs into this world. Alas, I'm but half submerged now. I fear for my ability to fulfill my sacred duty. I am given to understand you and yours are responsible for drawing back the waters of our realm. With good reason, I'm sure. However, it is my sincere hope that you will agree to aid us, given that you are responsible for the state of affairs. Until I get my ether current, yes, fear not, I desire no direct assistance. Rather, I would beg a boon of your people's knowledge of childbirth, and how finless ones ease the burden of struggling mothers. I feel ill-qualified to assist in this regard. Zerosh-Un will be my agent in this matter. Heed his words and answer his questions. That's all I ask. Do you consent? Yes, because I haven't gotten my ether current yet. I thank you, honored guest. Go well. I don't remember this either. I definitely unlocked flight before in this area. Then it's agreed. I must consult with her attendants before we speak further. For now, I bid you and Narush Kul go about your business. Might have skipped through this when I was unlocking flight? Wait, not tall. Have you a moment to converse in private outside of the cups, please? Again, I say yes. Because, say with me, chat, we haven't gotten our ether current. Yes, very well done. That was good. It looks like the next one is going to do it for us. Nyom, look at her go. Nyom. Flying on the back of a moon. Coral. Coral. Oh man, the Walking Dead meme. How about that command panel putting in work, huh? It is a rare thing indeed to be granted an audience with the Clutch Mommy. I hope this serves to understand how important these eggs are to us. Before you came to the cups, I had been searching for a means to assist her in giving birth. That is why I had been studying the relics of your people. Unfortunately, I found nothing that seemed suitable for your purpose. I can't stress enough how important she is to us. She's a mother to every Ondo, every egg, a brother and sister. We would do anything and everything to welcome them into this world, to see them grow into the healthy, happy Ondo. There must be some way in which you can help us achieve this end. Yeah, does this dude not understand that we give live birth? Could you imagine how horrifying that might be to learn from like a sentient creature which bursts out of eggs? Like, hey man, just so you know, we're born without our eggs on. Like, we're born, and he's like, You what? Gross. Ah. Love Moonmount. Got it at a discount. It's so good. Like, not even for Toby, an alt named Moonlight Densetsu. Yes, I know what Moonlight Densetsu is. Are you kidding? I need that Moonmount. Uh-huh. I'm confused. Giving birth, but eggs? Birthing the eggs? Or, yeah, I thought laying eggs is what you do. You come out with your skin? Ah. Gross. So do we have flight now? We don't? I guess there might be missions in Emirat. There have to be missions in Emirat. Wow, look how pretty. Oh, look how pretty that is. Looky how pretty. I'm drawn to it like a moth to the flame. Are you kidding me? I just want to get closer and closer. It's so beautiful. Oh man. Okay, so this game is clearly capable of creating cities. I'm once again going to go off on a rant here about how I want a full city in this game. In my brain, I feel like Dawn Trail is going to be a beach thing. I don't know why I feel that way. I feel like it's going to be very beachy. I don't know why. And don't correct me if I'm wrong. But the way I think, for some reason, Dawn Trail, I think it's that dream that I had. I'm just imagining Dawn Trail being like Besaid Island. But to know that they're capable of doing this. Ugh. Look at the distance they drew. It goes all the way back there. It's so pretty. Wowie. Wowie. There are 2 in Emirat? Yeah, alright. I think I may have done 1. Might even be 3, but there's 2 blue current ether quests in Emirat. Let's go check it out over there. Oh, we have to go up here to talk to 5.2? Oh, we're definitely going to stream my blind playthrough of Dawn Trail. Don't you worry your pretty little face about that. Such a pretty face. You've got your looks. Your pretty face. I saw this amazing video that was like, just remember, if you're depressed, you're still incredibly sexy. So it's okay if you're depressed because you're still very sexy. And I was like, ah, hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. Oh, we have beautiful nighttime music. This is good. The replay is cool, but there's nothing like a fresh reaction. Hey, you know what? Thank you for saying that the replay is cool. I know there's nothing like a fresh reaction, but for me, there's nothing like a replay because I'm the kind of confused bitch that doesn't understand things the first time around usually. And the second time around allows me to like really flourish into the story. Flourish? WandaVision. And getting this brain wrappy aroundy feeling of the game is invaluable. Being able to talk about the game without spoilers is also really invaluable. And I do love the idea of giving you guys blind content. After we get to Dawn Trail, it's going to be more blind content from here on. I feel like aside from my we're going to have 3 variety streamer guys, not Final Fantasy 14 streamer, variety streamer. So after Dawn Trail, we're going to have Reset Day, Final Fantasy 14. So I think every Wednesday is going to be Final Fantasy 14 Day. Monday and Tuesday is going to be whatever game we're playing blind next. And then Thursdays and Fridays are going to be cozy RPG games, which could be things that I'm playing for the first time. It could be things that I've not played yet. It could be things that I'm replaying, but they're going to be more like cozy RPG kind of games. Games that I'm looking forward to replacing Monday and Tuesday with are going to be things like Red Dead Redemption. Only Final Fantasy 14 one day for resets. I think that might eventually be the smart thing. From here, that's after 2 playthroughs of Dawn Trail. I dare say by that point, we'll have established people who know what to expect moving forward, and will, you know, hopefully we won't see that huge of a drop off when it stops being 3 days 14 and 2 days other game. Hopefully we won't see that much of a drop off. I do expect some, but I'm looking forward to building those people who know that I'm going to be a multi-game person, but there's always going to be a special place for 14 in my heart. It's always going to be our comfort game. Reset day. Oh my God. We're going to be all over this game. From here, we press onward to the island of Ken. I myself shall proceed on foot. And that's going to make it fun because it's going to be 1 day a week that we're doing our fashion checks and everything like that. We're going to have to bring them all in. We can have a runway built so that we could do our Wednesday fashion checks. And on Wednesdays, I'll wear pink, etc., etc., etc. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to the channel evolving over time because right now we've only been streaming consistently for a very short amount of time. It's been less than 2 months, believe it or not, of consistent streaming. So I'm looking forward to seeing where it goes right now. Today, we're having a really hard time because internet issues. So we lost a bunch of people. The momentum was kind of hurt in the beginning. We didn't get to do our roulettes. But at the end of the day, we've still got some people. I'm not going to abandon you just because we're having lower numbers than normal. I love you guys. I appreciate you being here so much. So we're going to continue doing MSQ like normal because I'm grateful for anything to be here. And also in a little bit, not only in the guild giveaway, but I want to show you guys the immersion blender that I was gifted because it looks like a hot rod car. It really does. We'll have established, not my brain immediately thinking of a System Shock 2 when Shodan explains how she communicated with you using the identity of a dead woman until you had established trust. Oh my gosh, Naresis. That's me. That's what I'm doing. This is actually a corpse until I show you the real me. This is AI generated, actually. My face and everything. I need to dig up a Miescast video. He just reminded myself of. I appreciate you streaming even with stupid internet BS. Thank you. I'm here for who's here. You know what I mean? Like I always say, doesn't matter. I'm doing this because I love to do it. If we didn't have internet issues, we'd probably have more people, but we had internet issues. We have less people. I'm going to roll with the punches because for me, it's about getting this report that we're building right now. I'm going to read the rest of this cutscene. So you perfected your technique then. Okay, so Alfino is asking if Urianje knows how to swim yet. Just so, the water will be as glass beneath my feet. Oh, he's going to walk on water. And provideth purchase on fragile yet true. Watch closely. Oh, I certainly shall. What's about to happen? Forgive me. Would it not be easier to perfect your swimming technique? 'Twould be a pity if you drowned, truly. Oh, hush. I'm sure it'll be brilliant. I have a question. With his magic walking on the water thing, is he hoping that he's going... Like, what is he going to do to get down underneath? Climb? Would it be like a Newtonian fluid? He's done it. Incredible. Oh, to go. Oh, he's going over to Bismarck. Okay. What? Headache? Mana? Ah! Oh, for the love of... Orion Jesus didn't last long. Mine apologies. The technique requireth the purest of focus, and mine was lacking. To perfect this magic, I went so far as to deal with the Fuath, and with their aid, mine efforts finally met with success, albeit on a single occasion. I know not why I cannot repeat it. I think I know why. I thought I saw you waver a bit towards the end there. Perhaps you're simply tired. Oh, wait. Tancred? Uh-oh. It's nothing to worry about, only a dizzy spell. Though it may be wise to go for another... may not be wise to go for another swim just now. Wait. Thankfully, we have an alternative. A wonderful little invention. I'm certain you'll agree. Before we get to this invention, I want to say how dumb this plot device is, okay? And I'm going to compare it to what happened in the last season of Stranger Things. So if you haven't seen the last season of Stranger Things, just earmuffs real quick. But it's like all of this... Okay, I'll be more vague. You don't have to earmuff it. I'll be very vague. I can't stand it in a world of supernatural occurrences when people look at two things that happen and they're like, surely it's nothing. What are you even... Why are you... Urianger, the king of focus and lying to everyone, is suddenly having a fainting spell, and then you 2 seconds later thinking you have a fainting spell. I'm sure it's nothing. You realize you're both like souls depart. Oh, and it happens to be the order in which you actually left the first. Okay. Thankfully, we have an alternative, a wonderful little invention. I'm certain you'll agree. It's totally nothing. Must have been the wind. Doesn't seem like anything at all to me. Doesn't look like anything to me. That's funny. All right, so maybe, what do you think? Hey, Quizzy! Hey, buddy! How you doing, friend? It's so good to see you. Look at this champion of gentlemanly fashion. It's a Quizzy. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. I will petition Bismarck's aid on our behalf. Let us pray my diplomacy proveth more effective than mine experimental magics. I would send Alfino to do diplomacy. Oh, they're friends. Moo. You speak with the voice of the king, little neighbors. I will not deny you. As before, if you seek what sleeps beneath the sea, I will be your guide. Thy kindness is as boundless as the depths, serene one. Before we depart, however, I would ask a favor. After our last fight, I found many creatures clinging to me. I am itchy. Oh, this is Bismarck talking, not Urianger. That was so weird for a second. Remove them and I will take you below. With all haste it shall be done. Hey chat, after that last stream, I have a lot of creatures hanging on me. I'm itchy. So, did he agree? I agree to a favor in kind. Regrettably, it's not one I possess the power to grant. Bismarck hath asked us to cleanse his underbelly of barnacles. Alas, one must needs dive beneath the surface to do so. Even if I could master the power to walk upon it, it would avail me not. Oh, for heaven's sake, is that all? Nautical and I are more than capable of that. Ah. I do admire her wanting to just get to the go-go. With the Kojin's blessing, we've done it in moments, and better than standing here listening to this nonsense. I'll take the right, you take the left, now go. Oh, I'm like, okay. Yes, ma'am. I am in your debt. Yeah, no time for talking. I gotta go. I will say, Kaj, in terms of getting shit done in Phasmo and RV game, you're just like I'm gonna grab this, I'm gonna grab this, I'm gonna grab this, and I'm just gonna go. And I'll say, like, there's typically other people, like, by the time other people are like planning things, like, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna set this up here, I'm going into this room, I'm seeing this, you're already on the thing asking, how many pineapples can you fit up your butt? Yes, she does. Yes, she does ask that. Yes. I just noticed your dress matches the color of your eyes. Aw, isn't that pretty? After a good deal of prying in various angles, you dislodged the barnacle. You know what? I didn't notice that my dress matched the eyes until way later. But I feel like it's just so pretty. It's an important question, especially for the undead. I mean, if I'm going to be able to speak to someone that's undead and possibly hunting me, you know what? Kaj asks that question, and then Lisa's the one that ends up getting hunted usually. I feel like it's because Lisa's not showing an interest in the rectal capabilities of the ghost. If you showed more interest in a person's ability to insert pineapples in various orifices, maybe they wouldn't hunt you down. Maybe this is a you problem. Or as the kids call it, a skill issue. Kids. You're just showing care in their special interest, and that's what makes you such a good friend. Every group really does need one person who gets things done. Well, yeah, as I would imagine, gosh, Triss, especially in the world of conventions, I have a feeling that there's a lot of planning and consideration and ideating that goes into conventions. And then there's the practical people who are just like, okay, while you guys daydream about what could be, I'm going to go ahead and start constructing what's actually capable so that when you guys come back to reality, there's a foundation for you guys to land on. And I know about this dichotomy because I am an idea person. Thine efforts are most sincerely appreciated. I will inform Bismarck that we may depart without further delay. I like to daydream about the possibilities. I'll let the practical people deal with what's actually gonna happen. Much, much, much better. Thank you, little neighbors. I remember a long time ago another did this favor for me. After the flood, when I chose this spot for my slumber, he came and made a home on my back. Ken was his name. When I grew itchy, I stirred, but he was not afraid. No, he asked me what was wrong. I told him of the creatures clinging to my belly, and he dove into the water. He helped me. He was my friend. He told me he wished to live in peace, away from his people and their wars. Oh, this I understood. This I understand as well. I treasure our time together, brief though it was. Brief though it always is. But I remember him, and how he laughed when we flew. I remember when he slept. I too slept that day, many days since. Aww. But the light fades and the darkness returns. Ken sleeps, but in memory he laughs. And together we fly, and I'm here, I'm awake. It feels good to speak and be heard again. A shame others can't understand me. If thou art willing to learn, I would gladly teach thee the language of man.
You've committed the cardinal sin of boring me.
Mossily Badfly was sacrificed to Zodiac 2 months ago. Hello, cuties.
Hi, other cutie. Thank you for sacrificing yourself in the name of Zodiac. You're helping to save the star from the final days of Amaroth. For 2 months, let's go. Thank you, Mostly Badfly, as the game called you. The undifferentiated heavy lifting phase. Yeah. I'm the idea person. Okay, I can say this isn't gonna work, and someone will be like, yeah, well, let me try it, and it doesn't. I'm like, okay, cool, can we do it now my way, now that I knew it wouldn't work, and I'm the asshole? Am I the asshole? Yeah. Yes. Because if you're going to encourage someone to try it their way, you should do it encouragingly. You know what I always like to say when I know I'm going to be right? I always like to throw in a, I would love to be proven wrong, because I'm capable of, like, knowing when I'm wrong about something, but I really think that I'm right about this. That way, when it turns out they're wrong... See where I'm going with this? Thank you, little friend, but it's time I grant you your request. But first, I will take you to cleanse my body and prepare. I will take flight to cleanse my body and prepare. The dive will be swift, and I would not have you struck by errant debris. Good God. So this island was named for a man? How easily the past is forgotten. He passed not even 100 years ago, yet the truth has slipped from history like so many grains of sand through the hourglass. These are the days of our lives. Might I have some explanation of what he just said? Or shall we all stand around making vague and mysterious allusions? I'm living for 5.2 Alice. She has had enough shit, to be honest. While he maketh ready to deliver us unto our destination, Bismarck bade us wait for him on the shore of Calusia. That's all? I feel as if there was more to it. Indeed there was, but it hath no bearing on the task at hand. I should be glad to share the rest with you anon. Fine. Later then. She's so fed up. Have I seen any trailers for Dawn Trail? None. Nothing. I've seen nothing from Dawn Trail. I've literally seen nothing from Dawn Trail. I'm so blind on it that I might as well be fucking... That's a horrible joke and I'm not going to make it. My convention routine is going, like spinning around and on fire while dealing with all of the, thankfully so far completely figurative fires. I knew there was a fire coming that I'm trying to put out before attendees notice. My internet is kind of struggling today too. Hey, maybe it's not just me. Interesting. Alice, stop talking like that. Alice really wants everyone to just quit it with the bullshit. If they were right, you wouldn't be unhappy because you'd love to be proven wrong. If they were right, wouldn't you be unhappy because you'd love to be proven wrong? No, I like learning new things. I really do. You want to hear a really bad example of someone being wrong so loudly? Is this guy had a tattoo of the MOAI statues on Easter Island. MOAI statues on Easter Island on his bicep here. I mean, he's a nice guy, but when I commented on the statue and I said, isn't it fun that there's like little bodies underneath? He goes, there's no little bodies underneath. And I was like, yeah, buried in the ground from those statues, those big statues, there's little bodies buried underneath. And he's like, there was no bodies buried underneath. And I'm like, no, not corpses of people. Like, the head statues have statue bodies underneath that are just buried. And he was like, I was just there. I stayed with the granddaughter of the excavator. I da-da-da-da-da. Big important white tourist man claims. And then I'm like, okay, all right, I'd love to be proven wrong, but I'm pretty sure that I'm right. And then later I Googled it and it turns out that I was right. I'm really glad I didn't Google it while I was standing next to this guy so I could be like, oh, actually I was correct. And you have a tattoo on you that you actually don't understand what the tattoo is. Cause look, they have bodies, boom. I'm Googling it again. So, whatever. Oh, I love being right. But I do love being proven wrong too. Would I be upset because, would I be upset if I was right because I like being proven wrong? No, because I also like being proven to be correct. So it's kind of like a win-win for me. It's a win-win for me. I love learning new things and I love being correct. So... win-win. If Bismarck requires time to prepare, might I suggest a short respite? For Urianger and Thancred in particular. I require no such thing. I'm the picture of perfect health. Mine was but a momentary lapse in concentration. Worry not on my account. You're both idiots. And that's what Reen says. She goes on to say, you mustn't push yourself so. Please rest for me. Oh, all right, if you insist. Ew, a variety streamer. I know. Donkey Kong 2 speedrun content when? Oh my god. You know what? We should... You know when we should do a speedrun of Donkey Kong 2? We're gonna schedule that for the never after next Tuesday. So like the never gonna happen that takes place after next week. That's when we'll do it. It's gonna be great. You too, Jocktal. You've been running yourself ragged. But I feel fine. Just quietly go, Jocktal. Trust me. I think Cinder is like 5 minutes ago in the stream, but we're gonna wait for him to catch up. Cinder, hey, from the future. I love you very much. Press F5. I'm having some internet issues myself. Yeah. I had to pause the stream in case it was the excessive bandwidth. So you're catching up now? Got it. Did I? Oh. Any other 90s kids remember the Gargoyle episodes where it turned out that Easter Island statues were designed in the image of an alien who was living there? No. But I do remember Gargoyles being one of the shockingly most amazing shows of my childhood. And it turns out it was voiced by like a lot of the people from the next generation, which I'm watching right now. That's crazy. I think you need to do a poll, Donald Duck or Mickey Mouse coffee mug. I think everyone's already seen me drink from the mug today, but let's do it. I've got 3 coffee mugs that I can use. Which one do you think that I'm doing? All right. OMFG, I'm talking to the stream an hour in the past. I love it. Okay, I'm live now. Yeah, we've been talking to you. I've been like, hey, past Cinder, and then responding to you. It's really been a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun. Fun fact, Elisa's parents in Gargoyles are named after Diane Duane, and wow, both authors have worked extensively. Wow. A ton of Star Trek alum. They're also known for writing Star Trek novels. I love that, Tris, I love that you're putting your stuff in parentheses because you think it's not important. That's hilarious. There were tons of cameos of Star Trek actors, even outside of the main ones. Yeah. Interesting. Some of the extras that I look up on IMDb when I'm watching a Star Trek episode, it'll turn out they were in certain video games that I liked. They were in other TV shows that I liked. It seems like The Next Generation was like a golden touch. So parentheses are like OOC, and they're like notes not to be. So like it's almost like he's doing. It's almost like he's doing that from AOL Roleplay. Word of advice, never let it show. When she realizes she struck a nerve, she remembers it. By God, she remembers it. In any case, it must be made to rest. I know a place in Sullen that's better for it than most. Come with me. Cinder, as far as that Donkey Kong 2 speedrun goes, I said that we were going to schedule it for the never after next week. But yeah, ew, variety streamer, right? I did love Donkey Kong Country. Don't get me wrong, I did. It was a fun game. I got a VHS tape in the mail about it and everything. May as well have a seat. We wouldn't want to give our elderly... We wouldn't want our elderly knees to give out. Please don't call me out like this, Thancred. People think I'm using Mickey Mouse. It's true. You probably just looked at my history. But yeah, I'm using the Mickey Mouse mug today. Whoever guessed Mickey Mouse. To hear her speak, you'd think I'm on my deathbed. By the 12, I wish that the girl wouldn't worry so much. Thy countenance belies thy words, Master Thancred. I'm sure I didn't know what you mean. Let the record show that I'm here under protest. Though I can't say I mind the view. The fog? You know it's just fog from my stream. It's just fog all the way down. What a view. And if the abundance of anglers is any indication, even an amateur might land an impressive catch. Shall we try our hands at it? Hi, Quizzy. Welcome to the chat room. Help someone quickly. Now what? See, they told me to rest. This is what happens when they tell me to rest, right? It's Nightshade. We was attacked on the road by the Crystarium. Barely escaped with me life. I suppose we might have predicted this. Yeah, we might have. Don't tell this warrior of light to rest unless you want horrible bad things to happen. Horribly, horribly bad things. You mean you'll help? For free? Thank you. If I recall correctly, Nightshade is a local band of outlaws. I doubt they'll trouble us over much. No more than they have already by interrupting our relaxation at any rate. Alright. We gotta go. We unfortunately, we had to have our rest interrupted. It's time to hop on the mounts. Roll out, fam. Okay. So that's probably true. Okay, so after doing the chores, I put the Mickey Mouse mug in the dishwasher, which means that when I was running the dishwasher, I made tea with my Donald Duck mug. And then the Donald Duck mug was hand washed and put in the rack. And then this morning when I emptied the dishwasher, I just grabbed the Mickey Mouse mug to fill it up. These two matters well in hand by the looks of it. Okay, Sherlock Holmes. She's like, by my deductions, like, wow, damn. I'll not forgive this kindness. May we meet again. Oh, the little thing that this guy's wearing on his belt, with the little plaid pattern, the one who just left. That reminds me of the thingy that the doggy was wearing at the bar last night. Is that you, sir? Don't tell me we just deprived that poor fellow of the honor of being rescued by the Warrior of Darkness. We had no idea you were in the area. Fancy meeting again so soon, eh? Why, I believe I even recognize your companion. Oh, yes, from the infirmary. You had a message for the Crystal Exarch, did you not? It's good to see you back on your feet and on patrol, no less. Oh, it's nothing as official as all that. Strictly speaking, we're off duty. But as we had a free moment, I thought we'd give a few of these less traveled roads a look. The guard doesn't have enough hands to patrol them regularly, you see? That's admirable. There are so few devoted to their duty, in Lakeland or beyond. That's not true! What a dick! Thancred, that's not true. Who have you met in Lakeland that isn't committed to their duty in this game? Who have you met in Lakeland that's like, oh, you know, I'm guarding Lakeland, but I'm just kind of half-assing it? Yes, all my mugs are from Disney World. Whenever I go to the Magic Kingdom, I like to come back with a mug. It's a souvenir that I can use every single day and think about having been at the Magic Kingdom. I've only done it for the past 3 times. But the next time I go, hopefully I'll get another mug. Well, we've been talking about it for a while, and neither of us is satisfied with with just seeing out our service. It feels like we could be doing more, like we should be doing more. It's about having the will to help your fellow man and the resolve to see it through. You guys are kind of nuts. I remember you. The excitable one. Bugs Bunny cups? That's cute. Sorry, sir. I got a bit excited the other day. I couldn't get my words out. The name's Vonard, sir. I'm with the guard. I don't just want to protect Lakeland. I want to protect the lot. Just like the Warriors of Light. Okay. You... Calm down a little bit. Sadly, our duties prevent us from venturing too far into our little corner of Norvand. What we'd really like to do is travel. Same. To better ourselves and go where the need is greatest. But everyone has to start somewhere, don't they? For now, if we can stop Nightshade from robbing the odd fisherman, then that's what we'll do. Well, well. Future heroes of the first, do you think? They want not for spirits, 'tis but a pity they draw inspiration from some cloud at a wellspring. Yet it avail us not to fret in idleness. We must needs press on if we are to bring Elidibus' schemes to light. Yeah, he's really gaslighting everyone into being super helpful. Everyone's like, I want to protect everyone. I'm gonna protect you. I'm gonna protect you. I'm gonna protect everyone's gonna get protected. I'm gonna protect them so hard. I'm gonna protect these guys so fucking hard. And it's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. There's not that much going on. So you need to... Thus reminded of the urgency of your investigation, Urianger would press on. Though our respite was cut short, I dare say we are all eager to avail ourselves of such knowledge as the ruins may hold. To add further contemplation to Elidibus' machinations will be conducive to relaxation. We may as well make for the Split Hull now. Split Hull was my nickname in prison. Over there. Coluzia. Let's go to right. I'm going to teleport over there. Protection on you. Protection on your cow. Protection on everybody. I just walk into Tim's to get coffee and see the latest collection of mugs and go, yes. Do you go yes or do you go yes? When you see the mug that you want, do you go like, yes, mug, come through, yes. That's definitely not what I do. Yes, it is. Alright, so we gotta go to the Split Hull. That would be such a good pirate name. It's the Dread Pirate Split Hull. Hi, Urianger. All are present. Now we need but to wait Bismarck's coming. Pretty flowers? Moo. Sin! Sin! 'Tis time, pray make ready. Oh no, Neresis. Anamnesis Dungeons? Wait, what was the name of that dungeon? It was like Anamnesis Dungeons? Gotta go AFK for 20 or 30 minutes? Aw, we just got the dungeon too? That's a pity. Alright, hopefully the internet is still good while we can do. I think the internet has been stable enough for us to go into this with a party of other players. Anamnesis Anyder. Are you serious with these names? So we've had the Academia Anyder, which I kind of like the name of that. Now we've got the Anamnesis. Anamnamna. The Anamnamnamnamnina. I'm gonna take a quick second to go take a bio break. Don't hurt yourself, kid. I'm gonna try not to. I'm gonna fill up my coffee cup and I'm gonna take a quick bio break and then we're gonna do this dungeon. Thanks everyone for spending some time with me. I'm sorry we had some internet issues, but hopefully you still trust me to continue on with the stream as long as we can. And I will be back in just a minute. All right. So take care. Please do not fear, because I will return. And then we will get going. I'll see you very shortly. Thanks for hanging out. References to Paradise Lost? That's so obscure. Why would they do such a thing? Looks like I'm back just in time. All right. Anamnesis Mnemna, starring me and Quizzy. And 2 DPSers. We'll see who we get. Hopefully they're happy to get this dungeon. Let's do it. Is this a good one? I don't think I remember this. Is this a good one? Do you enjoy this dungeon? I have an appointment on February 4th. Okay. Moo. Okay. Not Paradise Lost, but Utopia? Oh, interesting.
Lo, Anna, Eslon, Wislon.
What is happening? Oh god, okay, they're coming at us. They're coming right for us. Right? That makes it okay for us to kill them. Uh-oh. 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 Manta ray. It's a trench fupa. What is it called? Fuabo? The narrator's name is Hythlodaeus? Really? I don't know anything about Utopia, but I do love the fact that there's lots of references in it. That's great. It's cool that they didn't just reference from mythology, that they also reference from literature. And rock and roll, also, I suppose. Okay, this is sick. Are you kidding? Okay. This is so badass. This is so cool. Yeah. This is awesome. All right, I think we can stay here. I'm really jamming with this music, guys. Not for nothing, I love Shadowbringers dungeons and everything like that, but oh man, Storeblood still has it for dungeons for me. This is sick. Look at this. The graphics of this area are insane. It's a little unfortunate as a tank I don't get to see the full view because I keep having to turn the camera around. However, this is really amazing. I could probably stay like this, right? I could probably get away with this. Just say yes. Just agree with me. Yeah, totally, right? There are some nerds on the writing and lore teams. It's great. I love every single one of them. It makes me want to read Utopia. I sound so awful. That's a book, right? Is it in the public domain? Can I read it to an audience on TikTok? Whoa! Goodness me. Run! That thing is horrifying. It looks squishy. It looks like if I poke it, it's gonna make like wet noises. Ew. Actually, ew. You know what I read a little bit last night to try to get myself to go to sleep that's in the public domain is Anne of Green Gables. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay. I guess there's a delayed effect there. I think we all got there. No, don't hype up anything specific other than just saying you like them. That's fine. Oh, just to build the anticipation. Oh, that was it? You were just saying that you like them? Oh, okay, that's awesome. That's good to know. I haven't heard anything like outright negative about Dawntrail, which is nice. I'm sure there's people out there who are like, yeah, I'm probably just gonna keep my opinion to myself because I don't love it. As a Maritimer, I approve. It's incredible how much the show, and with an E, they did an amazing job of interpreting that first section of the book. I don't know, because I didn't read all of the book. I only read as much as before I fell asleep, but that show, and with an E, did a very, very faithful retelling of the first chapter of this book, let me tell you. The original's written in Latin, apparently? And with an E? I'm kidding. I didn't realize Utopia was a Latin book. You have many thoughts about Dawntrail, which you will share once, etc. Those guys didn't team up with us, and it almost killed Quizzy. That's why I'm frowning right now, because they almost killed Izzy. Quizzy Izzy. You have many thoughts about Dawntrail that you're going to hold off on until I'm all caught up? Okay. You know what I hear there? I hear that you're here to see me through for the storyline. I'm super excited about that. Maybe this time, guys? Maybe this time. Maybe this time. I would like a ring. I would like a ring. Okay, stop. I made the mistake of hashtagging that song in one of my only ever TikTok videos that I did. And so now that's basically all I see. I'm glad Anne with an E did it well. It was competing with a lot of nostalgia for the original show. You know, something I'll say about Anne with an E without spoiling too much of it is it definitely does its own story. I'll tell you that much. That show gets super political. Super political. In a really interestingly, like, satisfyingly good way. I probably got a lot of hate for how much that it did. And I wouldn't be surprised if the show got canceled for bringing up some of the subject matter that it brought up. It brings up a lot of stuff. That way? Oh, okay. I'm all for a show getting a message out there. What I don't like is when a show makes every episode a different message. You know what I mean? So like, I think a show that does that a lot is Grey's Anatomy. Will hammer you on the head with a message, single message for an entire episode. And then like eventually you're just like, oh my God, I get it. But with Anamnesis, it's all slow burn stuff. And I think that's the difference, is I love a slow burn stuff. Tell me a story over a long period of time. I'm all yours. I am all yours. Man, timing out that push for when I got Raw Intuition out was awesome. Just don't think I have any more Intuition. I could do Reprisal and Arm's Length, slow down their attack speed and their damage output, and now I have Raw Intuition, so I'm fine. Awesome. Boy, do I love Warrior so much. Doors, open sesame. I love Warrior so much. I feel like Lucy Maud Montgomery would be proud of it for being political. I would hope so. There's been a lot of comparisons as well about how Anne with an E handles the character of Anne, and how people who are on the autism spectrum, and how girls on the autism spectrum feel as if their lives tend to feel. So it inadvertently became autistic representation. Whoa, which one do I have to be on? The one with the hammer? I dare say? I don't know. I don't know what I have to do. Oh, my goodness. Oh, okay. Cool. Now we know. And knowing is half the battle. G.I. Joe. This is a cool boss. He has kind of like a Goku gi on. Yeah? It's kind of like Cyclopsian. Also a Minotaur. It's like a combination of a Minotaur and a Cyclops. Minotaur. It's pronounced Minotaur, isn't it? Warrior Oonga Boonga Smash. Yeah, basically. Oh, I didn't notice the order that they dropped. I'm gonna guess that red is gonna go first. Good to go. What you wanna keep? Did you miss me? Like the deserts miss the rain. How's it going, Hexy? Oh, Hexy, you're so... Oh, actually, you know what? I'm not gonna finish that. It was an Empire Records joke. But I don't know if the young people know about Empire Records, so never mind. If you haven't seen the movie Empire Records, please go see it. I think I'll make a little more sense to you. I could have sworn I got out of that in time. I could have sworn I got out of that in time. I really could have. I'm gonna call that one lag. Bit unforgiving on some things. Eating some shack gummies. Shack gummies, wow. I think it's okay. I think now that I know the mechanic, I think it'll be all right. Oh man. Tris, the idea that you haven't seen Empire Records is kind of nuts. Oh, that's crazy that you haven't seen that movie. It has one of the best lines ever written in a movie, ever. He picks up the phone and he goes like this. He goes, Empire Records up until midnight. Midnight. Best writing. Yeah, you know what was really funny? I saw a tweet that kind of called me out recently. It said the most rude thing I've ever seen. It said, tell me why I feel like watching a movie is such a big commitment, but I can binge 16 episodes of British Bake Off. And I'm like, oh, hold on now. Too personal. Ay, my reaction time. Ah, okay. So I should be keeping a better name on the a better eye on the casting name. What? Look at me literally standing in the other one. I'm dead. Look at me literally standing in the other corner. I was literally in the other corner. I feel like lag is a thing for me a tiny bit. I'm having a tiny bit of lag here. Can I blame it on that? Okay, let's look at his names of his attacks. That's progress? I don't know about that. I don't know if that was progress. Let's get you on that wheel. No, I just have to react faster. I just have to react faster. Okay, 100 tons is AoE in front of him. Okay. Eye of the Storm is a donut. $200 tons is a circle, so stay away. Okay. Keep in mind, this person also died. Quizzy! We got you. And the axes and the swords explode in the order he summons them. Okay. You know what's a lot easier is what Hex said. Pay attention to his names. Okay. If they think this is going to change the amount of damage that I receive, they've got another thing coming. $200 minus swing. Okay. Got it. I guess maybe it might be helping a little bit. Terrible hammer. Got it. A fashion check ready. That could be really fun. That'll be refreshing. I have the cyclone. The donut. Okay. That would make sense to me. Is it really that instant? I guess it's that instantaneous. Okay. Okay. No worries. Just 2 vulnerable stacks. Gosh, I'm saying, right? All right, we've got it this time. Thanks to Hex, I want to say. Terrible blade. Oh, it's so horrible. You're the one who told me that I have to pay attention to the names. I mean, this guy went into great detail. I would have learned. But, I learned it faster because of him, but you're the one that gave me the advice to take a look at the names. So, yeah, we got this. Yeah. Hey, wow. This is foreshadowing, isn't it? Wow. Wow. This is so neat. Oh, and the music's back. Oh, come into flesh, oh forgotten form? What the hell? Do we have to stun these guys? Guess we should probably kill the summoners, right? No, I guess not, huh? For some reason, I feel like Hex would have put little ones over those guys or something. I would have. Yep. 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 Cool designs on this floor. I love how at this point I was like, oh, the tables are so big. Oh, that's why everything is so big. I remember the first time that I played this, that was the realization that I had, that is why everything is disproportionate in size. Is because we're dealing with these super tall Asian things that are unsundered. They're 14 times as big as we are. Do you think the source has grown in size every time that it... Hey, that's actually an interesting question. Do you think that everyone on the source and everything on the source is a little bit bigger? Every time it resorbs another being? Like another world? Okay, this is actually a really interesting theory. But no one's really noticed it because everyone's kind of proportionally growing at the same time. I wonder how teeny tiny we were. Oh, it's that way, huh? Okay. So let's see if we can kill one of these diviners now before they summon the thingy. We killed one. Not bad. Get off of my quizzy. There we go. Okay. That's hilarious. Imagine we show up to the first and that's when we finally realize that everyone on the source has been growing in size. The only way that it could possibly work is if all of the worlds were expanding, yeah, at the same time. But that can't be the case because everything's funneling back into the source. Boy, that was a funny thought though. Imagine heading to the first and all of a sudden everyone's like half of us. Are we talking about height or a different kind of bigger? I mean, I guess it would be every kind of proportion, wouldn't it? Giggity. I have returned. Hi, Nami. The only thing that I would say that you missed is a flawless run of a flawless dungeon run flawlessly. Hello. Wood. I'm just kidding. That's Genbu? Is it buffering again for anyone else? It's not on my end, thank goodness. When the vents start foaming, cover them with your bodies. Finally, I get to use my body. Let's go. Get in the thing. Come on. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Come on, man. We got this. Come on. We're not... come on. Come on. You don't have to explain everything every time. I'm gonna start the fight. I'm gonna start the fight. Girl. I get explaining the one boss that we died twice to, but as my brother used to say to me, nut up. Hey, nut up. If we die to a boss, yeah, for sure. Fights. If we die to a boss, like, yeah, I definitely want to know why I died. But we hadn't tried this boss yet, so it was kind of like one of those things where it's like, come on, you know, come on. We got this. See, I didn't have that explained to me. I made it. Equilibrium. And do some HP drain. Cool. That was awesome. Ow, that's my liver betrayed? What just happened to these boys? Did she sacrifice them? Yup, we're fighting Madam Turtle. Ow, my liver. You know what? Sometimes the liver gets got. It feels like it doesn't matter where I stand on her because she's doing more of a dance kind of fight than a facing me and doing directionals. But oh, there she goes. Okay. You know what she reminds me of a little bit? Is, just remember, Wachowski, I'm watching. Always watching. I'm Roz. I'm watching. Always watching. I can hear you. Would she aspire something? You know, it's been so long since I've watched that show. I just wing most boss fights until I see players move or if mechanics come back to me. Yeah, sometimes you just gotta wing it. Like, don't get me wrong though. If I were to have like, if we do die on like a dungeon, I do expect someone to have some notes for me. We hadn't even fought this guy yet though, so I was like, come on. I just charged right in. Because I'm a mischief Lalafell. But I think we're doing fine, you know? Learning those AoEs as we went was pretty fun. The hand slapping water was really cool to not know about. And I still didn't die to it, you know? That was really fun. This is a fun boss fight. It's not every day you say that. But this is enjoyable. Oh, that has it. Okay. Yeah, that was great. Move away from me, buddy. Oh, okay, he's safe. Yay! That was fun. That was fun. Oh, it's nap time. We did it! Yay! Been years since I've done this dungeon. Enjoy the MSQ. Thank you kindly. Oh, I don't have space in my inventory, so I'll pass on these for now. Look at that fashionable outfit. Such a fashionable outfit. Every now and then you see someone who gets some style in this game, you know what I'm saying? I don't know why I'm doing the old man head bobble now.
This structure must have served an important function. And here are yet more crystals.
I too noted the crystal repository on the way. The Benthos seem to employ them in their spellcasting.
In such vessels did the ancients preserve concepts, ideal forms to be drawn upon in the act of creation. That so great an abundance should reside here lendeth credence to Ishtola's conclusion. This facility held great significance.
Look how small we are. That's never good. Appropriate face. Hi. Oh. Numbers. Thank you for joining us at the Anyder in these most perilous of times. By the summoning of Zodiark, we've been granted a reprieve, yet immutable to the laws as he has woven may seem, they will not serve to forestall our due. Nay, should we continue down this path, our fate will be the same. I said as much to the convocation, of course, but the stubborn fools turned a deaf ear to my warnings. I had hoped that the defector at least would side with us, but I regret to report that our overtures have gone unanswered. Is that us? Are we the defector? Whether tend... Stop it! Stop! 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 Venat is mentioned by name? In Shadowbringers? My heart. Like, I can't. This is why I'm loving this replay. This is why I'm loving this replay. Are you kidding me? Whether to... Oh, my chest. Whither tend your thoughts, Venat? Where you lead, we will follow. This is her first name drop. Oh, yeah. Clearly, I'm aware because it's hitting me so hard. So this is Venat talking. This is the 12. We're in the presence of the 12. I'm freaking out. This is the 12. This is like the gods. This is Nalthal. This is Nimlane. The question is, my question is why you defected from the convocation? Yeah, who knows? Who knows? Yet it is plain they will not countenance a permanent solution. That being the case, we must ask ourselves a simple question. Are we prepared to pursue our chosen course? Even should it mean the suffering, the eternal condemnation of our brethren. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There's 12 people standing there with a Venat. This means that we've got the 12 people who are going to become the 12 of the gods. Are these guys different from the 12? I don't think so. I think we've got Venat and the gods. These are Venat's followers. Right, the ones who become the 12, right? Okay. Let's see. Until that, maybe they won't say otherwise, right? Yet it is plain they will not the convocation. Right, okay, so the convocation become the Asians. These become the 12. I'm talking about Naldthal, Nimlane, etc. So I know these aren't the convocation. The convocation are the ones who, at this point, Zodiark's already been summoned. And Vaynad is telling them, that's not going to do it. If we continue down this path, this is gonna happen again. So we need to do, they're not gonna countenance a permanent solution. So we have to ask ourselves, are we prepared for our chosen course, even if it means the eternal condemnation of our brethren? So these are the 12, is what I'm saying. We're literally in the room with the 12. If so, I see no reason to demur. She's not very demure, no. Let us bring forth the light that shall ever keep the darkness in check.
So, it was
Yeah.
they who first summoned Hydaelyn.
Huh?
Their discussion did seem to imply as much, yes. I cannot say I have ever heard of this Venar before.
Same? Yeah, the convocation is the Asians that were in league with summoning Zodiark. Some of them became Zodiark. Some of them became the heart of Zodiark, while others were and then there was the Unsundered, which were members of the convocation. So when I say 12, I'm talking, except for the Warrior of Light, right? Except for their Azem. So when I say the 12, I'm talking about the 12 as are worshipped in the countries of Eorzea. And when I say the convocation, I'm talking about the convocation, which there happens to be a certain number of them, which I think it's actually the convocation of 14, if I'm not mistaken. As I do my little head wobble. The discussion, so when I say the 12, I mean 12 gods. Convocation of fuckery. Their discussions did seem to imply as much, yes. I cannot say I've ever heard of this Venat before.
For a certainty, Emmet Selk never uttered the name, speak though he did, of the schism which Zodiark's advent wrought upon mankind.
He never did. He never even mentioned her. That's true.
Some were of the viewpoint that his power must needs be restrained. And to that end did they call forth she who would serve as his shackles.
Yeah. No notes.
We now know that it was this Venar to whom they looked for leadership.
Oh my god, are you kidding me? I just glazed right over this.
Place,
The first
in all
playthrough.
likelihood, served as their headquarters. The presence of such intimate records attests to that. I would hear what else they have to tell us.
Yeah.
All of it. Did anyone see the source of the image?
The sauce of it? Came from that little, like, panel over there. Well, I think I just didn't make sense of it last time. I don't think you're supposed, like, I didn't make sense of any of that. You don't know what you know about the 12, and you don't know all that
The
stuff.
device there. Then let us see what other secrets it holds.
On a replay, though, getting to see that and making the connection between this being literally Hydaelyn and the 12, that's so cool. Oh, I didn't know what the hell was going on the first time I played through. I was just like, okay, Venat, new name, great. I was like, look, another name that I don't know about. And then I promptly forgot about it, obviously. Oh, I'm dying to see what this is now. Diplomatic Ancient One. Venat, please, why must it be you? If I may speak plainly, I would sooner it were another, any other. You are our leader, and none can take your place. The knot sounds unhinged. You know as well as I that few support our cause, far fewer than they who place their faith in Zodiark. If Hydaelyn is to stand a chance of opposing him, I am the only one who might suffice as her heart. Rest assured, however, I shall not vanish from this world. The form I take shall ever remain my choice. Then I will press you no more. Only know this. You will be sorely missed. You don't think that's Azim, do you? Diplomatic? I wonder, is this how the convocation felt about Elidibus? No, because okay, it's definitely not us. The other scene, one of the people following Venat said, I would have thought that the defector would have joined us, meaning we didn't. Which means I wouldn't have identified her in this scene as our leader, if that were me. So clearly this still has to be one of the 12. There's no way that they would actually show Azim. I wonder if they ever will. The combo gaslit Elidibus. Do you think so? I can't wait to see more details about that. I wonder, is this how the convocation felt about Elidibus? Oh yeah, I don't see them being reluctant to give up Elidibus. Especially since their leadership was Emmet Selk.
What?
Right, Y'shtola? Right? That's basically all of us.
Forgive me, but did that not strongly imply that Elidibus sacrificed himself to become Zodiark's heart?
Oh, that part. Yes. Okay, so this is new news for us.
7 hells. Then who or what are we dealing with?
Hey, that's true. Okay, the first time I played this game, I don't even know what was going on because now I actually feel like I'm playing this game for the first time. Because I actually understand the mystery that's going on. The first time I played this game, I was like, at this point, I still remember kind of just being a little bit like, so who was Elidibus? No joke, okay? So it wasn't that easy for me. But this is awesome. I had always assumed Elidibus to be of the same ilk of Lahabrea and Emmet Selk, but if the real Elidibus sacrificed himself before the Sundering, it makes no sense. It's like they're completing each other's sandwiches. That this facility shared intimate ties with the Academia Anyder may be readily discerned from the common element in their names. Based on my observations, it's like that the forms housed here were conveyed unto the Academia only when required, and thus returned for safekeeping. This is the repository. Yet such procedural minutiae are largely of academic interest, I concede. 'Tis unto the parties which did frequent these institutions that our thoughts should rightly turn. Specifically, the followers of Venat and the Convocation of 14. I agree with Oriange, though. I do as well have an academic interest in, like, these situations. It's not purely, like, let's just skip to the plot. Like, I really love this kind of background stuff. To say not of the matter of Elidibus. Yeah, let's say not of that. And here I was thinking immortal was bad. Would someone explain to me how we're meant to kill a being who doesn't technically exist? Casta disbelieving. Is the plot thickening? The plot has got cornstarch, slurry mixed in, and it is off the heat thickening. Do you think we might be able to activate the device again? I should like to hear how those discussions ended. The device appears to activate via a form of ethereal attunement, not unlike the Aetheryte. Beyond that, I can say little for certain. To save that, we should take this opportunity to see what other records it contains. I couldn't agree more. Oh, that's fun. No response. Confound it. If I may, milady, the panel did formerly emit a soft yet perceptible glow. That it doth so no longer may betoken the depletion of some essential energy within. Given how long it has lain dormant, I think it fortunate it functioned at all. That may be, but if we can't get it to work again, we'll be leaving with more questions than we've answered. The white-robed emissary has ever named himself Elidibus. Yet if the shade spoke true, Elidibus ceased to be ere the sundering came to pass. This calleth to mind a truth that Emet-Selch did once reveal in passing, that the names by which we know our foes are not given to Ascians at birth, rather they are titles of office afforded to individuals who merit such a time as the role becometh vacant. Perchance the Elidibus at Zodiark's heart, and the emissary with whom we are acquainted are not one and the same, but predecessor and successor. It's possible, if the previous Elidibus perished before the final days, the one we know could still be a survivor of the Sundering. And yet, something in that explanation rings false. I will remain for a time. I would not abandon my attempts to revive the device so soon. There is more to learn here. I can feels it. In matters of aetherology, I know none as capable as thee. If there existeth a means to learn more, thou wilt surely find it. This music is so good. Whilst thou art thus engaged, we shall attend to matters on the surface. You gotta reach a boil first to activate that cornstarch. Oh, trust me, I learned that the hard way. I did not make a pudding correctly. I ended up making kind of like a cream because I was afraid of burning the milk. But yeah, you really gotta do boil it, don't you? It's just scary. It's scary. It's scary, but the cream was fine. I served it over tangerines. It ended up being delicious. By chance, does anyone know a specific song that they like in Shadowbringers 8-man raids? A level name would suffice. Looking at new songs for my house. The Shadowbringers? Shadowbringer 8-man dungeons. The one we just did was good. Mount Gulg. Oh, 8-man raids. 8-man raids. No, I can't think of any. So I just... Weight of the World. Yeah. Actually, you know what? It's way too explosive. No, I can't think of any, to be honest. It's too explosive on its own. You do. You got to get it really hot. Yeah, I didn't know that. I didn't know that I didn't do it correctly, unfortunately. Starches need heat to activate. I don't know. But milk will heat easily too. Apparently, I'm supposed to just let it gradually heat up while constantly stirring. Like the constantly stirring is... But I was supposed to bring it to a boil while stirring. I screwed it up. If it's the Eden raids? Oh, the Eden raids, by the way, I didn't pay attention to the music. I didn't pay attention to the music either. Oh, the Leviathan one was a lot of heavy metal. I don't think I love it. Eternity promises to keep. Okay, there you go. Nice one. Whilst thou art thus engaged, we shall attend to matters on the surface. We got to recharge these batteries because I am definitely curious to find out what more information is in those things. This is... Ooh, I am so excited that we kept streaming today because this is some sick plot developments. Like, I'm really glad this is happening. I adore the Eden 8 music. Eden 12 music is one of my faves. We are on what, like Eden 1 through 4? We just started them, right? Yeah. Oriange presumably has some idea as what you might usefully do while Y'shtola pursues her investigations in Anamnesis and Anyder. So, wait. Are we being told... Yeah, I have an idea how you might want to spend your time. Oh, really? Are you kidding? Hey, chat, I have an idea how you might want to spend your time. If you go to my YouTube, you can subscribe right now and start watching my Expedition 33 Let's Play, which is up to episode 4 right now. Oriange presumably has some ideas what you might do usefully while Y'shtola pursues her investigations in Anamnesis and Anyder. Did I ever get into E4 Savage? No, never any savages. Tonight I'm dining on homemade stew with mashed potato. I'm also going to be having a homemade stew. Should I pair it with a mashed potato? That's incredible. Can we but uncover Elidibus' true origins, we may yet come to understand his designs. To that end, Jocktal must needs be afforded as much time as she doth require to complete her investigation. To that extent, such things are within our control, yes? Speaking of which, perhaps we might trouble the Exarch for news of his progress with the spirit vessel. He will no doubt wish to hear of our own discoveries as well, such as they are. Why the E4S? Why should we do that? Oh, is that the multi-seater? Yes, please. That would be amazing. You see the way Reen just looks up at Thancred as they're walking? Be still, my heart.
Dare I ask what's going on?
I said, hey, what's going on?
Ah, excellent timing. For me, in any case. We have a problem.
Hey, look, in the background, it's Bwago, or whatever his name is.
The vast majority of those gathered here are
Waggy.
presently in the employ of the Guard or else one of the facets, and no longer wish to be so. In principle, all are free to change vocation at any time, but a city does require a certain number of people in these positions if it is to continue to function.
Right.
As you may have surmised, we have the Warrior of Light to thank for this.
Mm-hmm. He's gaslighting people into thinking that their contributions to society aren't enough.
It's you! The Warrior of Darkness!
These pushy fuckers again? I mean, these friendly fellows?
You understand, don't you? Someone's going to have to look after this place once you're gone. We just want to be ready to do our bit when the time comes.
And not only here, but everywhere. Which is why we've got to get out there and lend a hand to those in need. That's what you did, isn't it? Even if it was just little things at the start. You helped people.
You help people by being in the Guard. Well, yes.
And we're trying to do the same. We may have our sky back, but there's no shortage of people who still need help.
They sound weird.
If we follow in your footsteps, then I choose to believe we too can be heroes one day. Even warriors of light.
Yeah, it sounds cultish now, right? Doesn't it? Sounds icky. It's like uncomfy.
What are we to say to that? We can hardly tell them they are mistaken. They seek but to do good, as you have.
But no more can we stand idly by and suffer a paragon's scheme to proceed unchallenged.
Mm-hmm. I like that he still calls them paragons. Oh, shit. Oh, no. Okay. This is some stuff.
What's happening to the sky?
Yikes.
What the?
Wicked White. Oh no.
That would mess me up as well. I would probably not be okay seeing that occur.
12.
Danger music.
A star shower.
I hear a voice.
You and all? Then why does it feel like it's inside my head?
Hear? Feel? Think?
This is dastardly, man.
Me too.
Did I not tell you, my friends? You are warriors of light.
Ugh. He's so slimy.
You're back.
So creepy. No, this is Oddbutt. There's Ardbert and there's Oddbutt. This is Oddbutt.
What you hear is the voice of light itself, and it has blessed you with its power. Welcome to the fold.
I'm a warrior of light.
Oh my god. It's so weird.
I've been chosen.
Can it be?
Me, a hero?
Wait! The falling stars, were they your doing? And why do you need warriors of light?
What, am I to reveal my plans simply because you asked? Nay, I think not. Though the stars, I acknowledge mine. A convenient illusion, apt to awaken what little is left of the power that once resided in your sundered souls.
It triggers the echo.
That which you and yours call the echo.
Wow, okay.
And an echo it is, of a symphony, but a fraction of what men in their completeness once possessed.
I forgot that the echo was creation magics.
Even those among you who tower over others in the gift have only the faintest trace of it.
I think Elidibus might be a villain.
And forgotten, through death and mocking rebirth, it has persisted. A whisper of our past, burned into your very ether, along with the sight of our end.
Goodness.
Through the rekindling of memory, I have awoken the ability. Just as Heidelin is wont to do when she has need of new minions.
Minions? That's not nice.
The echo hath ever been thought a gift from Heidelin, a boon granted solely to her chosen. Yet thou wouldst claim she merely awakeneth the power that men should hearken unto. Her voice. Given the perceived simultaneity of her call and the awakening of her chosen's capacity to hear it, it is only natural that we thus attributed the source of the gift. Yet if, in truth, the echo is a prerequisite for hearing her voice, one might surmise that her call never ceaseth, such that all who awaken to their innate gift might receive of the blessing of light at the self-same instant.
Oh, that's fun.
In sooth, we bore witness to this but moments ago. At the sight of the star shower, full many in the crowd did speak of hearing a voice in their minds, did they not?
Mm. Yeah, he's not wrong.
And whenever Hydaelyn has need of new servants, she is quick to pluck comets from the heavens or create illusions of the same.
But still, using the word minions, though.
Why then didst thou conjure this vision, full knowing that thine age-old foe would thus claim those awakened to the gift?
To reveal to us that it's not real.
Foe? You must be mistaken. As you see, I am a warrior of light. And together with my comrades in arms, I shall save the world.
I mean, obviously he's just trying to reignite the light flood, yeah? This is good stuff. Oh, that's a fun fact. I loved Sensei. What a great show. This is nuts. Hey, Nia. You come to do a fashion check? Wow, Nia. She's a warrior. She's a warrior of darkness, that's for sure. Look at this. Look at the engraving on the helmet. The metal pattern. That cool mohawk thing, the glowy sword. This is dope. I love the scratch marks on the helmet. You see all those? See all those ding marks on the helmet? That's a lot of concussions you probably almost had. You probably did get. The fur collar is great. That helmet is putting in a lot of work. It's a great helmet. The gloves are grabbing me. I love it. I like the fingers. The knuckles look really cool. I like the claws and the nails on them. You know, I wish I had rings that had claws on them like that. I think those would be really fun to have. Wowee, this is beautiful. I love these legs. And the cloth draping down around it looks super cozy and comfy. Very regal. I love it a lot. You look fantastic. 10 out of 10 glamour. And there's room for your tail to come out too. Well done. Yeah, breathable, movable, believable. Well done. 10 out of 10 glam. Thank you for coming to show me. That was amazing. I loved it. Clappies for you. Clappies. Think I need to start searching for Graha and Ardbird artwork? Say Ardbird artwork 10 times. Oh, thank you for petting me. The more Elidibus reveals, the less I understand. That he has made a fine mess of things is plain. Nia also dropped a whole bunch of really cool photographs in the Final Fantasy XIV screenshots Discord if you want to take a look. She's really good at G-posing that art, that armor. He's gone then. I've managed to persuade a number of our would-be deserters to reconsider, or at least at least delay their departure. But as many are deaf to my entreaties. Young Thaler and Vonard among them, I'm sorry to say they've quit the guard. Nevertheless, I wish them well. Whatever Elidibus's plans for them might be, the pair have only ever had the best intentions. One can hardly blame them for thinking themselves heroes elect, not after having been blessed with the echo. It's not as if they haven't shown the requisite spirit. I quite agree. Though the impetus for their sudden departure would have been words falsely spoken, the men and women in whose footsteps they would follow are heroes in truth. Warriors of light, Ardbert, yourself, most of all. And so I would ask a favor of you. Speak with them ere they embark on their journey. and furnish them with what wisdom you can. They've set off for the Amaro launch, but you should still be able to follow them if you leave now. Worth the effort, I'd say. If I recall correctly, the Elder Seedseer took the time to usher you out into the world many moons ago. I think that comparison rather flatters Thaler to Fonard, but the point still stands. They would doubtless be encouraged were the Warrior of Darkness himself to see them off. If thou art willing, I prithee go. Thou mayst safely leave the task of unfolding that which transpired at Anamnesis to us. Anamnesis? Can I get Grahatia with better hair, though? Probably. Easy to do with black magic, I'm sure. You can change what they all wear in this game, I bet. You can have clawish nails? Nice. Get the late Republican hands? I would never. I want those in real life. Like, I want those rings in real life that you put on your fingers and they look like plate mail and they have like little things on them, like extensions. God, I would wear them all the time. All of the every time. But I'm allergic to synthetic metal, so I always need to be pretty careful about the things that I buy. Like it has to be plated with silver or steel. It doesn't need to be like through and through. It does need to just be plated though. Taylor, where are you going? You again? I mean, it's you. I hope that's as funny as I tried for it to be. But really, like, I'm here to help you and you're all like, you again? Get the hell out of here. Sorry, it's been a funny day. You can be sure we'll take those words to heart. Still can't believe it. You're coming all this way just to speak to us. I swear we won't let you down. So long as it helps someone, we'll do what we can. What needs doing out there, no matter how small. And when larger threats loom, we'll be there to face them. You see if we aren't. I'm sure you will be. Well, what are you waiting for? Get out of there. The past shall ever be revealed to those who are true of heart. I am not going to say what the Elder Seedseer said. Gross. What are you waiting for? Get out there. Go do things. Well, we'll be off then. Farewell, Warriors of Darkness, and thank you. And I, the Warrior of Darkness, wish you fair journey on your journey in this journey time. When your friendship limits you to 8-man content. That's basically what... Hey, but they're still there. I thought they had walked away. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Am I disconnected? Ooh, that was scary. That was scary. Hello, citizens of Eorzea. Hello, King Lalafell. It is I, your humble princess. Good to see you. Welcome in. Welcome in. We're in the middle of 5.2. This is my cohort, Quizzy Puzzler. We're on our way to... Where we go? Oh, sorry. Yep. There we go. He's super cute. We're on our way to the Docile Gate. The Docile Gate at the Crystarium? Alright, let's go to the Docile Gate. You're a Docile Gate. No, it's not funny. Oh, the music changed. I thought it was slipping into like danger music or something. I was like, oh no! Oh, we have to go into the Crystarium now? Okay, I'll be right back, Quizzy. Crystarium Gatekeep. Oh, you want to enter the Crystal Tower, huh? Dressed like that? What are you, some kind of gatekeeper? Yeah. Thank you for making the effort. I'm certain your words will be a boon to them. While you were away, the others told me of your investigation. We have yet to discuss how to proceed, however. While your findings in the Anyder do raise important questions as to the identity of our adversary, we're no closer to discerning his design, nor do I know of any other potential avenue of investigation. For which reason, we must needs trust to Ystrola's ingenuity and wait for her efforts to revive the ancient device to bear fruit. What if I were to attempt to follow the emissary? Elusive as he is, his plan compels him to court public attention. He shouldn't be possible to find. Especially for one of your experience, it does seem worth the attempt. Then I'll come with you. Safety in numbers. They're just gonna like follow Elidibus around and annoy him. In combat perhaps, but where stealth is required, the opposite is true. Happily, I don't plan on getting myself caught, so you've no need to worry. Nor do I intend to vanish for moons on end. We still have the empty to attend to, don't we? Alright then, I look forward to your return. So, is that girl just passed out in the tent right now? Then it sounds like the rest of us should avoid doing anything which might prompt Elidibus to look too closely into our movements. Insofar as it is possible, I recommend we limit our activities to the Crystarium. Speaking of which, Exarch, might I ask if you've made any progress with the Spirit Vessel? Of course. Well, presently studying the principles underpinning memory transference and, I believe, nearing the requisite level of understanding. Less hearteningly, practical trials of transference methods suited for use with the vessel have yet to yield satisfactory results. I want to know who they're trying these trials on. Is it mice? Are they trying to, like, transfer? Who are these volunteers? But there are still many promising possibilities we have yet to test. Indeed, though it may take some time, we are well on our way to a solution. Oh, they're using clones. I wonder if we find a laboratory somewhere, there's like clones of all of us on the ground, like dead from failed experiments. And I shall not rest until one is found. Though we are all grateful for thine unstinting efforts, that's a word I've never heard before, thou needst not labor to the exclusion of all else. If it would serve to lighten thy burden, however little, I should gladly offer mine assistance. Quite. I, for my part, will do what I can to ensure that the Crystarium continues to run smoothly, in spite of recent disruptions. Then perhaps I can help? There must be something I can do, even if it's just guard duty. She just wants to be included. Everyone's shutting her down. Thank you, all of you. I shall breathe easier for your assistance. Of course, on the evidence of the recent past, it will not be long before your new crisis arrives to throw our plans into disarray, at which time your services will be in particular demand. That being the case, perhaps you might take this opportunity to retire to your suite at the Pendants? Hey there, Bo. How's it going, man? Welcome in. Well, this has been excellent. We have to go meet with the manager at the suites and the Pendants. One of these methods will work, it must. I'm sure you'll figure it out around 5.4, 5.5. Oh, I missed what he said about Lena. Of course I don't wish to worry Lena. She has more than enough to worry about already. But I swore that I would return you all home. I feel horrible for Lena. Up until we showed up, Lena was his right-hand man and was privy to everything that he was doing. And now it's like she doesn't even matter anymore. Ugh. Alright, fine. I henceforth endeavor to take breaks when appropriate while Lena is watching. Yeah, now she's along the line of like wife bad jokes. She deserves way better. She should be in that room with us. Humph. Humph. And another thing. I mean, think about it though. Until we showed up, they were thick as thieves. She's crying over the idea that he wasn't well. Like, she wanted us to check on him and all this other stuff. And I'm like, man, I think that's like a one-sided friendship a little bit. A pleasure as always, Master Jocktal. I'm relieved to see you were unharmed in the earlier commotion, though if I may, you do look somewhat weary. I presume you will be retiring to your suite? Yes. Very good. Do let me know if there's anything you require. Uh-oh, we're resting. Who's going to be waiting for us in the room this time? Thanks for the follow, by the way. Aww. I think we're nostalgic. Aww. I feel like I'm in a Studio Ghibli film. Yeah, we're missing our little arbor visits. Master Jocktal, it's Glenard from the Wandering Stairs. I apologize for calling so late. Are you up? A friend of yours was asking after you. You may remember them from that business with the cardinal virtues. Oh, I get to choose one of them? Wait a minute. I'm wondering about something. Was I supposed to have already done the special cutscene to have a different option here? Or does that come later? Because after having done all 4 of them, isn't there something special that's supposed to occur? Maybe I didn't fulfill that, but I did do all of them. Someone let me know in chat. That would be great. But for now, we're going to choose Giat, obviously, because Giat's the best. Lolly ho, stranger. So there I am, minding my business. The side quest would give you another option here. Really? Boo. So we need to go and do that side quest and then redo this scene, I guess, from the journal. No big deal. Let's do G-Off for now this time. So there I am, minding my own business, quaffing my ale, when I hear a ruckus outside. And then, clear as day, Warrior of Light. It sounded like trouble to me, and I knew if there was anyone going to trouble himself over to that trouble, it'd be you. So I gave Glenard the old, but I'm your best customer routine until he agreed to bring me here, and now I know where you live. That's great, isn't it? That's the worst thing I've ever heard. Did you see that frown on our face? That's actually the worst thing I've ever heard. Some bastards walking around wearing Oddbit, Lamet's Oddbit, like a second-hand Jiken. I don't know what's more offensive, that or you let him leave without a proper dwarven decking. Yeet. did vanish into thin air. Bah! In a pinch, an improvised decking would have been fine. I tell you what, I'll show you how to knock that bastard flat in the blink of an eye here and now. Taboos be damned. After all, we ain't about to let him keep on like that, are we? Pretending to be Oddbit. Lamb, it's Oddbit. I love that it's for Lammet. That's beautiful. Step 1, make a fist. Step 2, extend your arm like so. Step 3, beat him senseless. You got it? Good. Now make me proud. Cool flooring. Very cool flooring. The moon. Is there a portion of Zodiac in every moon, or is it just like a normal moon? Meanwhile, in the Crystal Tower's umbilicus. The umbilicus. I don't know why that's the most fascinating word. It's just rarely ever used outside of like umbilical cord, I suppose. That was cool, though.
Foiled again.
I can't do that.
If I cannot imbue the infernal thing with my power via magical means, we may need to devise a way to infuse the vessel with my blood after all.
Ah! That sounded painful.
Well,
There is no spoon bow.
Or perhaps a brief respite. It wouldn't do to overtax yourself.
Telling this guy to rest is like telling the wind not to blow.
I'm fine.
Shocker.
And given to stubbornness, I'm afraid. Especially when I have a stake in the outcome.
Ah! What? I legitimately thought those were... What? Wait. I'm not understanding something. Is he in the first? Is Xenos in the first? Oh, he was like daydreaming.
The dream again.
Oh, sick. But he was surrounded by Asians. That's Garlemald? No, I think that was... Meanwhile, in the source, it looked like Amarot.
A recurring dream. They do so fascinate me. Might I trouble you for the details?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that was meant to be Amarot.
I have always dreamed of it. Fire falling from the heavens, and the city, nay,
the whole world ablaze.
Who is he to be so connected with everything?
Could Emmett Selk have found a way? Precious few possess memories of the final days.
The final days?
Why, yes. Admittedly, my knowledge is mostly second-hand, but if you are interested, I will gladly tell you the tale.
I would wear that coat, yes.
The tale of the world's end.
Oh, that white-robed character is everyone's favorite character? Oh, yeah, for sure. Let me tell you. We all love Fandango. We all love Asahi. Easily the most beloved of anyone in this game. Easily the most beloved. Those are big lies, man. Hey, let's do that. Let's do that last side quest. Where might I find it? Can someone maybe tell me where that last one is? Is it Glenard here? Is it this quest that he gives us? Let's click on him and see what happens. Okay, Shadow Walk with me. So it was this one. Glenard is overjoyed to welcome the conquering hero's return. We need to consult the rotating crystal structure. Obviously. Well, if it isn't the great hunter himself. What? As if you don't know. All four of the cardinal virtues laid low, all with your help. You're the talk of the stairs, not all. When the night returned to Lakeland, we knew in our hearts that change was on the horizon, but never did I dare hope that you might rid us of those terrible fiends. You surpassed my wildest expectations. Oh, stop it. You're embarrassing me. Not mine, Glenard. When I first laid eyes on him, I had an inkling that he wasn't the hero we'd be waiting for. Come along. I misread that. Easy to claim after the fact. If you'd indulge me, though, I would love to hear tell how it played out. The hunting of the virtues, that is. It's Asahi, for making his hairstylist do that to him. I am here. Hello, Astrid. You made it. My word, there's so much more to it than I realized. And here I thought you only had to track down the bloody things. Gods, though, and the things you learned about the Warriors of Light, there's so many secrets and details lost over time. And for all their work and sacrifice, they somehow brought about the flood. I can't say I understand it at all, but it's a bloody tragedy, it is. We should gather the others and toast their memories. Heroes of Eld, brave and true, to be remembered forevermore. Now, I'll thank you not to let your bleeding heart drive you to offer up a fortnight's stock of spirits. Attend to your other customers and let me speak with the hero here and now. Whatever would I do without your good sense and wisdom? Very well, I'll leave you to entertain him. Don't think we won't be having that drink someday. Did you just cockblock me out of free liquor? Nautolomus, thank you for sharing with us these incredible tales. It's only right that I repay you in kind. How do you mean? With the ending, that is. With the story of the true villain who towers above the virtues. The devil more deserving of death than any that yet lingers in this world. If your curiosity has been piqued, then meet me atop the balcony overlooking the crystalline mean. I will be waiting there until you do. So... Was Amon Fandaniel's first incarnation? That was his first life? Or I thought Fandaniel was... Oh my gosh, Chihaya! I thought that was, the guy who made Meteon. So why did he say that the end of days for him was secondhand? It doesn't really I guess that... Oh, Hermes. That's right. That's right. Hermes. Fandaniel's an incarnation of Hermes, right? Yeah. Look how beautiful she looks. The red hair looks fantastic. Nice hairstyle. The horns are very serious. You look fantastic. Oh, Fandaniel's the seat. Okay, thank you. Wow. These sleeves are really cool. They look simple, but then you zoom in, you see the detailed texture, the bows, the different colors. The bracelet's really cool too. This reminds me of a necklace that I have. This is so neat. Oh, cool heels. And I love how scuffed they are. This is awesome. Very cool. I love how I love the scuff, and I love the fabric gathering as well. This is sick. You look amazing. Guys, check out this Warrior of Light. I mean, that's pretty impressive, right? That looks very unique and stand out and really impressive. Just really impressive. Amazing. This Fandaniel is an amalgam of both Asahi and Hermes memories. God, which one's worse than the other? No, you look incredible. Don't blush. You look incredible. Let's go find Sayela near the Crystalline Mean and wrap up this storyline. While we're doing that, I think now's a good time to pull that 250k giveaway. You just have to be like in the chat to win it. I can give it to you whenever we see each other in the game again, but I'd like you to be here in chat to claim it. So I'm going to do the spinny thing while we're going over to the Crystalline Mean. If you haven't entered for the 250k giveaway, the command is !wheel. Right now we've got Kaj, Triss, Ishimura, Nami, Cinder, Narisa's Hex, and Quiz. Spin the wheel, Pat. Gonna give a second to see if anybody else wants to join in the 250k guild giveaway. All right, here we go. Spinning the wheel. And it's spinning, it's spinning, it's spinning, it's spinning, it's spinning. Cinder! Cinder, congratulations! Oh, you hear the clapping? We have a winner! It's Cinder! Congratulations on the 250k giveaway, Cinder! Are you here? When's the spin for the coffer? It's after 5.5. It's after 5.5. Congratulations, Cinder! Yay! Cinder, you've won today's giveaway of 250k gil. Thank you for being here to claim it. That's amazing. Now I'm going to transfer these entries over to the wheel. Over to the other one. So we got Kaz, Triss, Ishimura, Narisis, Quizzy, Cinder, Hex, and Nami. All right, everyone's entries have been updated. That was really fun. I'm glad we could do that. So Cinder, you're not online yet. You don't have to be online in order to claim it right now, but you just had to be in my chat room in order to say that you're here to grab it. So I'll just give it to you the next time I see you in game. No big deal. I owe you 250,000 gil. You came, as I knew you would. Never met a mystery you could leave well enough alone, or a demon that you could yet let live, am I right? And this demon is undeniably deserving of death. Make no mistake, to cut them down would be just improper. The act of a goodly person, and that is just what you are. I can see that. Yes, I mean $250,000, clearly. It's contract and it's binding. Take me to court. When's the spin for pina coladas and getting caught in the rain? That's every night. That's every night. Did you know that that song is about a guy who sets out to cheat on his wife, so he answers an advertisement to a girl who sounds really exciting? not like his boring wife at home. She sounds really exciting. She likes pina coladas, getting caught in the rain, and all this other stuff. So he responds to this ad, and then he goes to meet this girl out, and it turns out that the girl is actually his wife, who's the one who filed the ad in the first place. Because she was looking for someone who was more exciting than her husband was, who was super boring. And so the husband and wife bond over realizing that neither of them are as boring as the other one thought. All is forgiven. No need to grow impatient or be offended, my friend, but before you pass judgment on this villain, you need to understand their part in everything. Who they were to the fallen warriors of light, for instance. Of course, right about now, you must be pondering how I know what I know. What a tavern wench of all people has to do with any of this. Let me tell you then, I'm the one who brought together the Virtue Hunters. I'm the one who marked you as a potential ally to them and bade you to join them in their quests. I alone knew what had to be done and what sort of sinner would be needed to tell this tale of tragedy and betrayal brought to an end. But come, we have many moms ahead of us still, to Calusia and the Codger's Crook. I will go on ahead and wait for you thither. Okay, I'll go with you to Calusia and stuff like that. If you make me go to Ragtake or Greatwood, I'm probably going to be upset. But let's go to Calusia and see what's going on here. Emerang? No. Calusia? Yes. People think Saving All My Love for You is a love song? I don't know the lyrics enough. I only know the chorus. It's about cheating with a married man? Oh my god. Oh, I'll be pining the whole night through because I'm saving all my love for you. So it is a love song. I mean, he loves her, but, you know, not enough to leave the wife. I don't know who needs to hear this, but they're never going to leave the wife. They never leave the wife. You're just an adventure. Hi, Sayela. Perhaps not an ideal amount of love. Perhaps not ethical love. I'm not sure I've ever thought of it as romantic, but it is an all-timer bar song for sure. That's true. I can never decide if More Than Words is the worst people constantly misinterpret as a romantic song. Oh, let me think. No, I feel like it's a guy who's being totally deaf to the fact that the person that he's with in a relationship is a words of affirmation love language person. Nowadays, we know that words of affirmation people don't believe more than words are necessary. Like, you could actually just say it. You are accustomed to life on the road, I see, as am I. Do you recognize this place? I thought you might. Here's where it began. When Ardbert first met Lamet. Still young and lacking in experience, but possessed of so much potential. Heroes in the making. Even then, the keen-eyed could see. Hey, this rain is pretty fun, right? People think I'll Be Watching You is a love song. It's so not. Oh my god. Do they think that? It's so clearly a stalker. Oh my god. They would only fulfill that promise much later, though, after joining with their other dear companions, Brenda and Rendere. People think a lot of things. Isn't it fun? I love pointing out the silly things people think. And one other, an elven woman, not bad with the sword. Ah, but perhaps you are already asking the question, who? There were 5 warriors of light in all, but she would make 6. Indeed, after adding Neilbert, there does seem to be one too many. But believe me when I say there was indeed a 6th adventure lost to history. Her name was Silva. And she was tall. Though I doubt I need to convince you of this truth, when you walked in the Virtue's memories, you saw her time and time again, did you not? I did. Yeah. Then you saw the true villain. The traitor responsible for all their woes. Let us continue the story elsewhere. to Amarang in the Fields of Amber. I don't know that I remember all of this. Yeah, people think a lot of things. People think that Shadowbringers is the best expansion. Talk about the weirdest things for people to think. Let's see, what would be... Alright, off we go to Amarang. Oh, he's got his really cute chocobo mount. I do have flight here, thank goodness. Why doesn't your seat have an umbrella attachment? I know. I know. Lackluster. Totally lackluster umbrella. Hey, I think next stream is going to be 5.3. Doesn't that mean that? So next Monday is 5.3? That's a big deal. Oh, wait, we've got to do raids. Nope. You saw the true villain's face in the memories, and I told you her name in Collusia. But what were her crimes, you ask? Hearken to my tale, and you will learn. Silva had joined the others before they first met Nilbert. After their party of five came to this place, they took on a commission to slay a powerful beast that had taken up residence in the mines. Said beast was believed to be the instigator of ever more terrible tremors, and so time was of the essence. But during their hurried search, they crossed paths with their future companion, then a competitor aiming to usurp their prize. Another tremor triggered by the beast trapped them all underground. They had no choice but to work together to lay it low, but to their dismay, even after its death, the earth continued to shatter violently. The adventurers looked at each other in confusion. Nilbert strode towards the beast's body and grabbed hold of a curious stone, a stone brimming with untold ether that he had sought out, that he might harness its potential to rescue a loved one lost to the rift. I remember that. But so powerful was the stone that it warped the flow of the live stream. Its very existence was a threat. And so when faced with the choice between one's life and countless others, Nilbert wept and shattered the stone. He held his comrade's salvation in his hand and cast it aside for the greater good. For his sacrifice, he was judged a hero, and in that instant, a warrior of light was born. In life, Nilbert was a pragmatic figure whose wisdom and sagacity were admired by all. Sagacity? Little wonder that in death he would retain his virtue. Gotta do Eden before 5-3? Thank you. When does Nier come? After 5-3? But as Nilbert mourned the friend he forever lost, the betrayer of Silva looked on in silent contentment. For they had taken the first step on their path towards becoming heroes brave and true. His sacrifice had sparked the transformation. 'Twas fuel for the ritual to come. What ritual, you may wonder? Fear not, all will become clear in time. Come with me to Raktika, to the city of swamps. We must retrace the steps as they were taken to understand the depths of their treachery. Are there credits at the end of the patch quest? Like when you're done with the patch quest for Shadowbringers, and the next thing you do is going to be a quest in Endwalker. Is there credits again? I want to say yes, right? Oh, it's daytime in Raktika. You know what that means. Should we just get one final Lahi for the road? I think we should. Let's embrace the Lahi. We're just gonna embrace it. Bring it on, Lahi. I think we got 5 in-game minutes before the music changes. Where are we headed? This way? Let's go. All right. We're getting the worst weather in today's stream, aren't we? We had a good view of Calusi at the one time. But for the most part, it's been fog and rain. That's pretty fun. This place is for... Oh! Excuse me. Yeah, this is where Render Ray did its thing. This place is familiar to you too, no? From days recent and long since past? After the events in Amarang, Ardbert and his comrades grew in fame. That rhymed, spurring others to entreat their aid. The adventurers sought out greater and greater challenges, and in pursuit of one another, they came to Raktica. While here, the hunter Renderay learned that the notorious mark Balam Keats was near, and so, under cover of darkness, she slipped away from the others to slay the beast by herself. Like Nilbert before, of course, you already know what that motive was. Balam Keats has robbed her of her fellow companions. Only vengeance would redress the balance. Moreover, she would not dare risk the lives of her new comrades. So terrified was she of the mere possibility that she might have to relive that terrible day. And so she faced Balam Keats alone, and she would surely have died for it, had Ardbert and the others not arrived in time to help. Like Nilbert before, of course, you already know what happened next. For her love, her conviction, and her resolve, she was chosen by Hydaelyn. And from that day forward, Renderay swore never again to betray her comrades' trust, to share with them the triumphs and the tragedies, to relinquish the freedom she had once held in the highest. The bravest, most courageous hunter that ever was. The moment that would define what she became in life and in death. Her sacrifice would hasten the transformation. 'Twas fuel for the ritual to come. Why does she look so damn sinister? The betrayer Silva looked on, yet more satisfied. They were oblivious to her machinations, unaware that they were dancing to her tune. The journeys continued, and so must ours, to Ilmeg and Lidgia. Hey, I'm sorry for yawning so much. I'm sure it has everything to do with my body temperature. I'm a little cold. I'm not tired though. You'd think I would be because I didn't sleep very well last night, but I think I'm actually really good. Today's Wednesday, right? Yes? Yeah, I think so. Hey, look, we've got fog. Just in case you guys wanted to see that beautiful fairy fountain. No. Although fog in Ilmeg doesn't look horrible. It's pretty enchanting. Right? I think it's surprisingly enchanting. Wow, it's beautiful. Is there bad weather for this place, honestly? Yeah, it's Wednesday. Okay, good. Thank you, buddy. Oh, how fun that the water is just shielded with mist. This is gorgeous. I feel lucky that it's misty right now. For the first time, I'm like, how nice. This is where Brendan lived. Oh, that stained glass. Oh, Lord. Excuse me. As beautiful now as it was then. You saw it too, would you not agree? Yeah, it's gorgeous. With the death of Balam Keats, the legend of Ardbert and his comrades had grown larger than ever. Thus emboldened, they came to the kingdom of Vobert. Vobert had long been troubled by what some had dubbed a magical plague, innocents found transformed into misshapen fiends that the kingdom's knights had no choice but to put down ere the contagion spread. Brandon had been one such knight. In his youth, he had served the Princess Saludia faithfully, only to be cast out for a single mistake. Thus did he take to the road where he met Ardbert and the others. Having grown stronger and wiser and more respected, Brendan felt it was time to return to redeem himself. With the aid of his comrades, he did just that. Tadric, the court mage, was unmasked, and the mastermind of Vobert's misery, as the mastermind, and disgraced Knight's Blade was brought to justice. But with his dying breath, Tadric cursed the Princess Saldia, sentencing her to a fate worse than death. At her behest did he raise up his blade, and for the sake of the kingdom strike down his liege lady. With that single stroke he forever changed, though not nearly in the way that was necessary. He stood at the precipice and almost forsook his companion for unflinching judgment, but mercifully turned aside at last. Thus did he find and embrace true justice, that which weighs law and heart together and strives for the greater good. This is a long, difficult road from which many stray, settling for simpler moralities. But I would expect no less of the man who became Daikaio's sign. Sometimes you just throw a drink at a person. The sacrifice would strengthen the transformation. 'Twas fuel for the ritual to come. As her companions grew ever more powerful, so too did the betrayer Silva. Bit by bit, they brought her closer to her goal. But it was not yet finished. To Calusia they returned, and so must we. Homra and the next chapter of our tale await. And now we teleport to Tomra. Gotta go to work all day. We are the Underpants Gnomes. I don't know why every time I'm in Tomra, like when I'm in the dwarf villages, for some reason I think of the Underpants Gnomes. I know they're totally different. I know they're not the same thing. Tell that to my heart. I really greatly enjoyed being able to go into the Lalafell house. I think that was a highlight of this playthrough. One of the reasons why I chose Lalafell in the first place. No joke. Hey, we're back in the rain. Slowly but surely, the adventurers were fulfilling their potential. Word of their deed in Vobert spread like wildfire. Their legend grew ever larger. But for all that success, the fledgling heroes would be forced to endure more hardships and welcome more sacrifice. They pressed deeper into the depths of Raktika towards ancient Ronka. 'Twas there that the dwarf Lamech came to a crossroads, for in claiming the magic she desperately desired, she would be forced to renounce something equally precious. Dwarves are a reclusive lot, won't want to withdraw from the outside world that many traditions might be preserved in isolation. When the stone blight began to spread, they chose to lock away those afflicted and refuse to seek outside help. Which is horrendous. But Lamech would not abide this. She vowed to save her alien kin, her sister among them, even if it meant violating dwarven law. With her newfound power, she returned to cure the sick, and for this she was banished by the Council of Elders. This came as no surprise. She had made her peace with it long before. When she stood in that ancient ruin and called upon forgotten guardians to grant her forbidden knowledge, she knew then what the price would be. She had weighed her traditions and her identity against the lives of those she loved and made her choice. Though it pained her terribly, and in ways only a dwarf could understand. And Hydaelyn, it would turn out. Through hardship and sacrifice was a new warrior of light forged, a healer that knew more than any the value of a life, and would do any to see it preserved, even in death. Her sacrifice would nearly complete the transformation. 'Twas fuel for the ritual to come very soon, very soon. For Ardbert and his comrades had stumbled upon evidence of the larger design, threads linking together disparate troubles of the realm. A name spoken only in whispers, the Shadowkeeper. A singular force sowing chaos and discord throughout Norvrand to an unknown end. If the Warriors of Light truly wish to save their world, then they would need to confront this villain amongst villains. And at the end of their exhaustive search, at the end of their struggle, who do you think they found waiting to welcome them with open arms? Silva? I guess the answer to that awaits us in Lakeland, our final destination. Uh-oh. The villain walks among us, Jocktal, unknown and unpunished. Go on ahead and wait for me at Laxenloft. There are preparations to which I must first attend. I don't remember these quests being quite so sinister. But they are. This is sinister. I remember them being more emotional and nostalgic, I suppose. Interesting. Hey, Quizzy. I love seeing Quizzy run around in the background of the game. Hello, beautiful purple leaves. Do you think that all the plants are purple? Kind of like how poinsettias, when they get weak light, they turn a different color. Do you think all of this is going to turn green? Oh, I guess it does change. No, I guess it's probably just a different species. Interesting. I wonder why they decided to make it purple. Probably just to make it really seem another world. When you first wake up there and suddenly you're like, wait a minute, why is everything purple? I know it worked for me. That was pretty dope. Not gonna lie. Bum ba bum ba bum 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 bum. Oh, we gotta go up, 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 up. Here? Hey, look, it's a destination. I love a destination. What have we here? What have we here? Okay. Secret Dark Knight reveal? This is a bad time for an echo. Damn you, Silva. We're comrades in arms. Friends. And it gotta be golden. I love that song. That we were and that we are. Everything I said, everything I felt, it was all true. You mean the world to me. You're the bloody Shadowkeeper. What in the hells was this for? For you. For every one of you. To forge you into heroes worthy of her blessing, that she might choose you as her companions. A ruthless mage consumed by the pursuit of power to save his friend no matter the cost. By his sacrifice, a warrior born. A mournful hunter scourged by tragedy, resolved never again to trust in others. By her sacrifice, a warrior born. A disgraced knight who yearned to seal his heart in justice's name. By his sacrifice, a warrior born. How do you like my reading? A troubled healer torn between tradition and love. By her sacrifice, a warrior born. And their leader, an adventurer with a heart overflowing with love for his dearest companions, must now bring his axe to bear against his own. By his sacrifice, a warrior born. I am the villain you seek, the keeper of shadows from a world shrouded in dark. By our struggle will this world be shattered and its soul saved. He screamed. It sounds like a Catholic mass. Thought it was raining. The congregation, yeah. By his sacrifice, a warrior born. By his sacrifice, a warrior born. And then the preacher is like, a knight doing this, that, and the other thing. By his sacrifice, a warrior born. Yeah, it is very that. Saw it all, did you? I thought you might. Mother's gift has a knack for showing us exactly what we need to see. If not when we want to, or when. They knew me as Silva, but my real name, it doesn't matter. Like you, I am not of this world. I crossed the rift and came to the first. My home, the 13th, fell to dark in a calamity that mirrored the ones which nearly claimed this world. I was one of several heroes who failed to save it. Okay, so she was supposed to be a party member with Unukulai. This is a big hint. This is a big hint. They're on the moon. The boy, Unukulai, I've glimpsed him in your memories. He was a friend. Like him, I heeded the words of the Asians that I might redress the balance. I chose to come here and hasten a rejoining of words. A shard subsumed by dark demands a mirror of blinding light. Primordial forces will strive to achieve equilibrium. But there was a solution, a single solution, I believed. Were a flood of light to consume this shard in its entirety, it would be of no use. The Asians made clear it must be brought to the brink, but no further. The task was difficult, but the plan simple. Souls predisposed to light, fledgling heroes in the making. I would bring together Ardbert and his comrades and groom them for a higher purpose. I would play the part of comrade and guide their course, all the while laboring in secret to pit stronger and stronger enemies against them until finally, once they were warriors of light, brave and true, I would reveal myself as a warrior of darkness and extinguish their radiance forever. Thus would this world be primed for a rejoining and the source for a calamity. The Asians, who called themselves Metron and Logriff, were confident that it would succeed. Metron and Logriff. And indeed, Ardbert and the others rose to the occasion, as I knew they would. The Warriors of Darkness were also on the moon and Heavensward. They sure the fuck were. Yes. It was not to be. I had misjudged Ardbert. His comrades before him had made their sacrifices in turn, and as their mirror, I had grown stronger for it. He had but embraced his role and struck me down. Victory would have been mine. But Ardbert, dear Ardbert, would not forsake his heart. In the end, he chose mercy. He chose love, and I was undone. So they beat her ass and then walked away? When have we ever done that in a Final Fantasy? The rest, you know. He sought out Metron and Logriff and granted them what he refused me. They accomplished everything they set out to achieve, and then the flood came and washed it away. In the wake of my betrayal, I would look on from the shadows and reflect on my many sins as all fell to ruin. Denied death then and now, and perhaps ever after, as a fragment of my essence endures. But then, one day years ago, my fallen comrades rose again as the cardinal virtues. It coincided with the arrival of the first Scions, I later realized, the defense against the forces being marshaled to undo my failure. I can but assume the Ascians painted the idea in Vothri's head. They were his creations, after all. And with their graves in Yulmoran territory, it was doubtless a simple matter to have their bodies exhumed and prepared. That sounds horrible. Who am I to speak? You may yet think when I say this, but when I saw these abominations he had wrought to their image, I was filled with such despair, such anger. I cannot unwrite the past, but my soul is stained with blackest sin. Oh, there's that evil black sin. And I will not pretend that it can ever be otherwise. But this act, this I could not ignore. They rose again. Thank Balthri. If the Ascians were going to such lengths, then surely others would cross the rift in due time. And so I hatched a plan. Panama. I would assume the guise of Ciela and take up residence in the Crystarium, where I would take measures to bring together the most ambitious of adventurers. Individuals driven by more than mere coin, virtue hunters. That way when the enemy, the Ascians feared more than any other, came to the first, the stage would be set. They would join in the hunters' quests, and together unmake Vothri's simulacra and lay their souls to rest once more. And so you did, Jocktal. The virtues are no more, but the one ultimately responsible for their creation, the devil who set them on their doomed path, lingers still. You know all there is to know of the heroes who saved this world. The truth I kept hidden in the shadow is yours. And there are no more secrets to share. And so I ask you now to grant me that which Ardbert could not. Death. No, you still have a duty to others. You don't get out that easy. You still gotta make drinks and stuff. No, don't do this. Don't you spare me like he did. Oh, get spared. Get spared. How can you stand there and say I deserve to live, knowing everything I did, the lives I destroyed, the chaos I wrought, the wardens pale in comparison? Surely there is no greater villain than the Shadowkeeper. Nah, you were messed up by the Ascians. It's all good. Death is no comfort to the living. Twould be for my own benefit, that I cannot deny. And if I indulge in one final act of selfishness, you'll make me do it myself, won't you? Make me confront the cowardice of it, the ugly truth that I'd rather run away than try to seek my atonement. Perhaps I may yet find purpose in preserving my comrades' legacy, in helping others to understand the sacrifices that made them true heroes. For now, I shall return to the Crystarium and continue to assist Glenard, while spreading the forgotten tales of the Warriors of Light. You would have been good friends, you and Ardbert. In another life? Oh! Well, guess what? He's in me. Ardbert's inside me right now. Maybe you and I as well. Ardbert and I had our own private little rejoining. Okay. Private rejoining. I'm gonna new song coming out called Private Rejoining. Oh my god, imagine a love song for Ardbert and the Warrior of Light called Private Rejoining. I love that. In before I actually write these lyrics and make it a reality. Do you think the Crystarium was okay to be built with all of these open spaces because they didn't have weather for so long? That must be it. I tell you, I'm not at all accustomed to wearing armor any longer. Simply moving about it is enough to tax my strength. And fighting? Ugh. Any one of Captain Lena's recruits could probably put me flat on my back. Fortunately, I needn't rely on my sword to spread the truth of my fallen comrades' deeds. Only words and the passage of time will see their legacy redeemed in the eyes of the people. Thank you for accompanying me on my journey of remembrance, Jocktal. May your deeds ever be remembered and celebrated as all heroes deserve. What a great side quest. Tales to be told. Well, that's fun as heck. So before we get into 5.3, we'll revisit the journal and we'll go back to do that cutscene, and we'll get the other cutscene, and then we'll continue with 5.3 after that. That would be great. Hey, you know what? Now's about a time for me to say, if you stuck around through all those internet issues, or if you found your way back to the stream and now you're here while we're wrapping up, I just want to say a big thank you to you. I know those internet issues are pretty disheartening when they happen, but luckily, it looks like we're lagging a little bit. It looks like I'm having internet issues right now as I'm talking about them. Irony. Ironic. Ironic. Okay, so while this internet thing is happening, we're going to go ahead and say thank you so much for being here. We did manage to do a full 4-hour stream, though. We did manage a full 4 hours, though. And I'm really glad that I was able to give you guys the stream that you deserve. Because you really do deserve it. Sticking with me all the time through all of the nonsense. So thanks everybody for being here, making my world a better place just by being in it. Now go out there and make the world a better place just by being in it, okay? I'll see you later. See you around, Warriors of Light. We're all Warriors of Light now. We've all had the echo. We've all had the echo. Yes, the prestigious stream lead, the stream streak leadership is intact. All right, everybody, take care. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.